with Edith Finch. This is a game I have actually never played, so I don't know what to expect, other than excitement. And of course, this is a soothing Sunday stream for a very special Sunday, as it is Father's Day. Tell me we're live. Tell me we're rolling. Please. Please tell me people can hear me. So happy Father's Day to everybody who was a dad, is a dad, has a dad, had a dad, doesn't know their dad, had their dad run out on them, is a daddy. All yous. Happy Father's Day. Alright. Edith Finch. Ah, okay. Apparently, the stream cut out my intro. So, what's happening, gamers? And welcome to Blarp Gaming, where we're playing Edith Finch.
I'm just gonna start at the beginning, with the house.
The beginning is usually a pretty good place to start. I love me.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Okay. I love games like this. Orcas Island Gazette.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Well, I don't think they opened it
Lewis's
immediately.
funeral.
There's a zoom.
In
There's
her
two
will,
zoom
my
buttons.
mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Ooh, what's down here? I get to explore.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
The house can speak.
The woods
The
around the
house
house
with
have
the clock
always
in the
been
walls.
uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
You give me a lot of personification to these things. There's a basketball. Well, not really the net, but a ring. Backboard.
The house was exactly like I remembered it.
Oh man, what was up on the... I thought the house was on the mountain. Okay. Well, I moved way too slow to want to go
As
back.
a child,
Ah, sorry.
the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house. I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
This is kind of creepy. Is this supposed to be like a scary game? Is the title and the setup so far seems like it could be building to that. I really wish there was a run button. Oh. I was gonna see if the key did the side door, but apparently we got a doggy door.
Used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Understandable.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
as expected. What is this game? This might be a quick end of one-offs. Because I'm kind of interested in this.
I felt like I was home.
My goal was to have like one streaming series, one streaming one-off.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just
But I'm pretty sure
too
this is
much
a
of
short
it,
game, too.
like a smile with too many teeth. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Interesting sentiment. Is that mold? What is that? Either way, I don't think I can any longer get in there.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Ah.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
And what year is it now? When is this set? Sven and Edie?
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Wow, 1917 to 2010. Almost 100 years. And we can assume that that's at least 7 years ago. So it's like 2016, maybe?
As a kid,
Because
I
we're
just
17
assumed
now.
every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
It said Gregory, but wasn't that a bathroom? Calvin?
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
What does that mean? What? I need clarification on that. What's that mean? Like, literally shared the room with the corpse?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
That seems like an impossibly
Edie's father owned
long
and built
room.
the original house. I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Well, too bad.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Okay. So is your mom Edith Finch?
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
I thought we were
Just
Edith
like
Finch.
I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
And it was like the story was going to build to her death.
Through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Ooh, a map.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. My Halloween candy was all gone.
Oh, I love this.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
This is before everything was sealed up.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back. I kept eating and eating. I ate a lot of things that night.
I've been there. Not quite eating the toothpaste part, but just so hungry you're gonna eat the first thing you see that's edible.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was
The
a
fuck?
cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Interesting animation. Think like a cat. Think like a cat. Callie baby, where are you at? You helped me think like a cat, wouldn't you? I got you. I found the bird. There we go.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the
Killed her.
big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Ugh.
I gobbled her up,
Oh!
and suddenly I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Do owls have good hearing? I guess they must, right?
Rabbits.
Oh god, this sucks. Gotcha, bitch.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. a mama rabbit.
Where's the mama rabbit? I got you, bitch.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
I've been there too.
And suddenly, I was a shark.
The fuck you doing in a tree, shark? The fuck is this game? This is not at all what I was expecting. Whee! Whee!
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Where'd it go? Where'd you go, fucker? I don't know. Where did you go? Hello?
I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water.
And suddenly
When I
you
opened
were?
my eyes, everything had changed.
You an octopus? Oh my god, that's disgusting.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet. I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Understandable. Didn't even see it. I just took a man. Yeah, I took a man once. Let's get there. I gotta go outside. Right? Yeah.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to
That
cross
ain't
the
no
water
passenger.
was something new.
That's a captain.
Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
What are we doing here? Oh. Oh, No, fuck that. If a goddamn octopus came out of my toilet, no thank you.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, that was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Is that actually the last entry in this diary? Oh my god.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That's cute. There's a kitty.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Okay, so we are also
When Edie told people
Edith.
Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Yikes.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Well, before I go in there...
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
So this family is cursed.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Interesting.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Mysteries of death and thereafter. Built in 1937, Sven Finch.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Yeah, that's very, very pink. Do I have a key for this? This key just opens all padlocks? Sick. Is it another secret passage?
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Hey! That's clever.
Ben gave Sam an
Calvin.
old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
So I just opened somebody's dark room. Well, I'm an asshole. Fort Calvin. Like from the Santa Claus, Scott Calvin, Fort Sam. Like Sam.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Died when he was 11.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Kick. Swing
My brother
faster,
said he'd
damn
die
it.
before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
I don't care if your leg is broken. Kick harder.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
I have to use both.
I think Calvin always
So
wanted
cool.
to fly.
And he did.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him
God.
going around was impossible. Maybe if I
God.
hadn't said that.
Oh, God.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Oh, God.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think
This is
he'd already made up his
terrifying.
mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
I feel like the swing would have fell, but that's fine. Like the tension would have just fully. Hey, he did it.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he
Yep.
did.
Oh, God.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Did you die?
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
This house has so many puzzles. I would love a house like this, honestly.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Oh, I'm back here.
I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Oh, I'm in Barbara's room. Okay.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Barb Street. Dreadful Stories. Guest starring Barbara
Of all the
Finch.
stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Oh, Jack here with another.
With another ghastly tale.
Did I actually get that voice right, though?
His most unfortunate family. I'm calling it the surprise ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to
At
perform
16,
her
she was
signature
washed up?
scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just
You know,
a boost
some
in
voices, you just look at them, and you're like, oh, I know that voice. It's this one.
her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter.
Oh, yeah, because that's the worst thing that's happening in this story right now.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came
What the
from
fuck
the
is going
basement.
on?
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks.
Oh.
I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
And she didn't return either.
She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Didn't Rick take the key? Did Rick put the key back in? I thought, okay. Oh, this is cool. Am I gonna get copyright strike for this?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
I have a weapon.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman Killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Dude, I don't know. We're going through family trauma, I guess. I did not know that going in.
Rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh.
Fuck you, Rick.
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then
I'm
act furious.
furious.
All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb,
A
Have you
piece
seen
of
the other
his
crutch?
flesh.
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay,
That was a better scream than you,
yeah,
Barbara.
But if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
He might be dead anyway. This is so cool. Fuck you. I love this section right now. Where? Okay. Where do I go? Ah. Walter's.
Are you there? Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows.
Man, door, hand, hook, car, door?
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
And that night, she played her part beautifully.
I'm still worried that I'm gonna get copyright strike for the music in this game right now.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groan.
Fuck you! But it was Rick playing another prank.
But she sensed the story might not be over yet.
I swear to God, if this is Rick again, he deserves to be dead. This is too far for a prank.
The hookman
Oh!
had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Hit him with the crutch!
whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh, Dirk.
Oh dear.
Jesus Christ! This is way too far for a prank!
Surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And
She was going to be a
with
beast.
breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
Is it a scream?
I wasn't there myself, but
That would be an interesting,
Barbara was
like, real comic. I like the performance of a lifetime, and it's the scream.
She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Ooh.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Jesus.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
That says she's 16. The story said she was 17. What's up with that, game developers? Forgetful writing? Another
I
tunnel?
guess now I know why Mom
Secret
didn't like me
tunnel.
playing with the music box.
Alright, where's the music? What are
Mom
you?
must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Where's that music box? It's toward the basement. Right. Okay, yeah. I gotta go downstairs. Zane. Oh, Zane! I saw a thing for you. It was a kid's book, and I don't remember what it was. I don't remember the full title, but I thought it could be a new name for you. It's not. Instead of Scholarly Saurus, the book was about Daddy Saurus. I totally said that story in a fully comprehensive manner with comedic timing. And it wasn't all confusing. I'm in the basement! There's a table saw!
Mom said the basement was off limits.
Yeah,
Unless I
probably because
wanted
Sven
another
fucking
tetanus
died in
shot.
here. Another tetanus shot? How many
I
tetanus
saw
shots we
Edie
getting?
sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
There are so many secret tunnels! This game is awesome! This might be more than a one-off. This is gonna be more than a one-off.
Once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories,
It's that they all
I
died.
think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I
Can
settled
opener.
into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
I don't know, sometimes
Having
routine
a
is what
schedule,
makes people
even
insane.
for today.
Yeah,
I
drink
was
those
expected
peaches.
to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Wow, 1976 now.
Even
Are you
the
wearing the
monster
same clothes
on the
from
other side of the
10 years
door
ago?
starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Drink those peaches!
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone.
No more
Maybe
shake?
it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
I'm not afraid anymore. You hear me? I'm not afraid
It's been a
anymore.
week now, the longest in 30 years.
It's
I'm done
2005, my
waiting.
guy. It's not a week.
I have to leave. Well, I still can.
How are you getting these calendars if you're living underground? You're not buying them. You don't got a job. And in a couple of years, quite a few other people didn't have a job
Now it's
either.
out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly
And Molly.
and Calvin.
And Kelvin. You mean the fucking
Maybe
curse
this
that y'all
is all a
obviously
mistake.
got? You don't have the strength for that. I don't.
But I need to stop
Are peaches
living
like a
the same day,
superpower giving food?
even
I need
if
to
it
eat more
kills me.
peaches, man.
Whatever's out there.
But roller coaster was
I'm going
fun.
to appreciate all of it.
Or it could be a train.
Especially the food.
It's probably a railroad.
I don't
I didn't even
mind
think
if I
about
only have
railroad.
left.
Either way, railroad is the more common one. Didn't even cross my
A
mind.
single week.
I want to be on a roller coaster.
I'd be happy.
Yeah.
all day.
Right into death.
I can already imagine the sun on my face.
We. So as soon as he left, he died.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Okay, so that's when you were 6. Oh no, we're 17. No. No. Barbara was 16. That's right. Washed out at 16. We're 17. That was when we were 6. So it's like 2016.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Shit. I love the gall of this girl. To just be like, oh, yeah, here's all the ways my family died. Let's go see the rooms that they died in.
She was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
And hope that the same thing doesn't happen to us.
She never told me about an uncle under the house. I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
That's a fair point.
I don't want to make the same mistakes
It's a
she
pretty
made.
big secret. Oh, that's why you're telling the story. That's why you're exploring and telling the story. Okay. Interesting. I like it. Alright.
Or maybe 2.
Maybe 2?
I thought it was
Who
time
2?
I heard the stories for myself.
Who 2?
And found out what happened to everyone else.
Who 2?
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
Who?
Maybe we
2.
believed so much in a family curse
That would
made
cause
it
one?
real.
Yeah. Ooh. We. Okay, I don't think a train is gonna kill me. What's over there?
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
There's a blinking light over there. That's how I know I gotta get to it.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
Am I pregnant?
And the history you're a part of.
I'm totally pregnant. Yo soy pregante.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believe them, for what that's worth.
This feels like camp. There's so many stairs at camp. So many fucking stairs. Even more stairs than this.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
They were creaky old stairs, too.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
That's fair.
What kind of family
like
finishes
America,
building
school
a
shootings.
cemetery before starting the house?
That's a fair question.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
No, that's fair. That's
3
fair.
of the
That's
gerbils are mine, and
Derpy Jr., Lucy, Daisy. 2 had been your fault? Burpee. Oh, we got. Okay, hold on. We got Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. We got Zoe, Coco, Tucker, Charlie, Daisy, Lucy. That's the only one that's really identified as to what animal it is. Oh no, that one's a kitty. '93 to 2007. That's not bad. Fergie. 56 to 69. Okay, 13. That's not bad.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Ooh, do I share a birthday with any of these? Or death day? December 11th, December 13th. Wow, 2 days after your 10th birthday, Molly. Yikes. April 25th, December 23rd. No, not my birthday. June 17th, August 26th, not my birthday. April 8th, December 5th, not my birthday. August. Just go to a fucking cemetery. Is that my birthday? No, not my birthday. 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 First, not my birthday. Is this any of your guys' birthdays? Whoa, you died on your birthday. You died on Halloween. The ripe old age of 16. Fucking washout.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was
Is that a
always
butt
trying
crack?
to move on.
Oh no, that's
but
the
for Edie,
that's
the
his
past never
jacket.
went away.
Gotcha. I was like, damn. Odin
She
kind of
could
caked
see it
up.
poking out of the water at low tide.
Yes, what's over there?
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Oh, that's the old house. Okay, that's cool. Am I gonna be on a boat? Do I get to go to the old house?
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
How long of a game is Boat Rain
But
Speed?
the older I get,
I looked it
the
up
more
before.
I can see where my mom was coming from.
How long?
Her
Oh,
dad
hey,
had
it's
been
Sam.
really strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just
Close,
trying
but
to
no.
do better.
No. No. Not my birthday. One year old. Oh my god. Naughty. Yeah. 1 year old. Jesus Christ.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Oof. Still not my birthday.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
About 2.5 hours. Okay. So I could make this into 2 streams. Because I do have to do a thing with my dad today, as it is Father's Day. I gotta go see my
If she told me there was
dad.
going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
22 weeks! How many months is that? I hate when people do that. You're a bitch for doing that. How many? 22 weeks.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I
Is
think
that-
he and my mom
hang
had a
on.
lot in common.
So, almost 6 months pregnant. That's
They were
It's a
both pretty intense.
a little late to be doing something like this. Alright. Well, it just auto-saved, so that's a good spot to go. Thank you everybody so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. I will get back to this in about 2 weeks, probably. This is really cool. I really enjoy this. And happy Father's Day. Always remember that your future is unwritten, so make it a good one. A quote that I got from a movie that my father showed me. The sequel to that movie right there. If you can't see that, that's Back to the Future Part 2. See you next time. Goodbye, everybody.